Hi YouTubers, welcome to part 2 of the water tank drain tap, and everything's back together in the tank. Inlet, outlet to the pump, drain tap that end. You have to take this centerpiece out. It's a threaded top with a seal, but I've put some silicone around it to give it an extra seal. The two blocks of wood are glued back, that's how they was. The sender unit for the level of the water. I've got to put some new connectors on here. I've made an extension for the pump pipe which goes to the pump. The simple reason is it was a bit short and awkward, so I've made a coupling. Just a piece of brass tubing cut down. I've made one of the brackets. That was the original one, almost rusted through on the corners. And I've made a bracket there. The bracket was made out of this steel, quite thicker than the original, and I got that from Corby's Steel Supplies. I'm waiting on some J bolts to come through the post because the ones I bought are not long enough, and I've got to make another one of these brackets, which is what that's for. And then outside is the wood. I've got some old Hamrite blue. I've got loads of tins of it, and I was going to varnish the wood, but I decided to paint it as I got a surplus of blue paint, and give the wood some protection. And this wood sits underneath the actual water tank, and the straps go around it here, and it gives it a bit more support. It's a thicker piece of wood than was on it originally, but I should be okay. I can't remember if I mentioned this in my last video clip, but I've actually fitted now some new electrical connectors, and also I've modified the overflow pipe. Originally it would just overflow on top of the tank and then run off onto the ground, and now I've put this pipe on it so it runs down the back of the tank rather than overflows on the top of the tank. Arrived today in the post was the new bolts, U-bolts or J-bolts, and one thing you may have noticed that two of the old ones have been bent out to a slightly different shape at the top. It's quite a different change in angle, and these are the ones that actually go into the chassis body, and I assume it's done like this to make it possible to feed them through into the box section on the chassis. The other two are normal shaped, which I'll pick them up from the floor. Right. And let's see the front two, and you can see they are more shaped to the old ones, so I've got to actually try and bend this to that shape. I'll see if I can do it in the vise. Not quite sure how you do it, but I'll have a go at doing that. To reshape these J bolts, I think that's the proper name, and what I'm doing is I'm putting it in the vise, tightening it really tight, and then I've got one of these extension bars for my socket set like this, which so happens fits on here, and then I'm pulling it and it's actually bending it over. I don't think I can do it single-handed to show you what I'm doing. Let's have a go. That's that's it, it's getting a more pronounced shape. Let's get it in. Let's have a look. Let's see what that looks like. Looks better anyway. Yep, that's worked. So they're much better shape. Now that one, yep, that should go over, and that one it should go in the body panel better now. That's those two done. There we have the second bracket almost finished. It's got to be cut off there, and word of warning, the brackets are different from left to right, and they're different the way they mount front to back underneath the vehicle, so bear that in mind if you're making brackets yourself. They're both brackets are different. You can see this shape here, this is longer than that to start with, and the width here is different on both brackets. You can see this bracket's not laying flat, and I might need to give it a bit of a fettle when it's on the vehicle, but we'll see. Might be okay.